And thank you for joining us for our Kindness Circle with Jill Lublin. My name is Mary Beth. Excuse me. I'm here to support Jill and all of you today. First, allow me to introduce you to Jill. Jill Lublin is an international on the topics of influence, publicity, networking, kindness, and referrals. She is the author of 4 best-selling books, including Get Noticed, Get Referrals, Guerrilla Publicity, and Networking Magic. Jill's latest book, The Profit of Kindness, went #1 in 4 categories. Jill is a master strategist on how to position your business for more profitability and more visibility in the marketplace. She is the CEO of a strategic consulting firm and has over 25 years experience working with over 100,000 people, plus the national and international media. Jill teaches a virtual publicity crash course, and she consults and speaks all over the world. She also helps authors to create book deals with major publishers and agents, as well as to obtain foreign rights deals. And without further ado, everybody, welcome. Welcome, Jill. Let's get this party started.
Thank you. And again, thank you, everybody. I did say I lit a candle. This is one of my clients, actually, who's been in my publicity course, send me this beautiful candle. Yes, you can candle. Isn't that beautiful? It's a kindness candle. And this is lit for all of us today, the kindness candle. It's called Yes You Can, Yes You Candle Company, just FYI, very super cool. And, Harold Kushner said, when you are kind to others, it not only changes you, it changes the world. Let's hear it for that one, right? I think that's really a key. And today what we're going to do, this is like, I call it my test drive kindness circle. It's really, we're going to do similar things to what we actually do in the kindness community, which is give and receive kindness. And I'm just going to do a little bit of content for you about profit of kindness. This is based on my book, The Profit of Kindness. And that's why we are coming together today, because, the book came out and I got busy promoting it. Some of you know me and I've been in my publicity courses or in my programs. You know how important publicity is. Yes? You can give me a thumbs up, right? Of course it is. So, when a book comes out, I'm busy promoting it. Well, and then COVID hit. God had planted a seed in my heart to do these kindness circles. And I thought, well, I'm doing it now. That's it. And so with that came these kindness circles, which has merged into a beautiful 200-person kindness community. I call it the Year of Kindness, and I'll tell you how to come into that in just a bit. And we come and give and receive kindness every single month. So it's very special. And so I want you to have a taste of that today and what we do in there. So a couple things that I want to go over. And Mary Beth, could we bring up that first slide? Because when I wrote The Profit of Kindness, it was really based on how do you give and receive kindness in business? Like, how can you do this in a way that works for business, for receiving more business, right? And to also give, of course, unconditionally, which I want. One of my big things is I want you to practice a conscious act of kindness every single day. A conscious act of kindness. What would that be? Right? Not random, please. Conscious. And so with that, like if I get to the end of my day and maybe I haven't done it, was too busy, whatever it is, I'll just send a text, one nice text. I'll write a nice email. I'll go get a card and send one off to somebody, right? Like, what can you do? And these are simple things, my friends. They don't have to cost money. They are smiles at strangers. They are holding open the door. They are checking in with my neighbor next door whose husband is going through dementia, and I put in a call to her. So what's needed? Right, in your world, a person who's one of my coaches in a feng shui practice, her husband has major problems. I made her dinner twice and put it in a little container and put it outside. Never even saw her, just like pick up, drop off, right? What can you do to somebody who's maybe going through something to help? So I came up with these 7 pathways of kindness. And they are varied in nature. It was really funny actually writing these for the book. I have to tell you, they were changing up to the minute that the book was due. I don't know, all of you might have some kind of creativity at times that you do, and you notice, I'm sure, that things change while you're changing the message at times. And I came up with 7 what we call return on kindness pathways. Okay, so everyone wants to know about ROI. Yes, ROI is important. Return on investment, absolutely. And so is return on kindness. ROK. So I'm going to give you some rocks today, some steady rocks to hold you steady and to think about with regard to kindness. They include generosity, compassion, gratitude, positivity, flexibility, patience, connection. And these were the ones that I determined were frankly most important when, kindness gets talked about. I have to tell you a funny story too, that when I did the one on patience, the chapter on patience, of course, everything came up to test my patience. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember I got on the phone with the utility company and they put me on hold for an hour. Has anybody ever had that? Come on, I know you've all had that, right? Raise your hands if you've had that happen. Yes. Or put on hold somewhere for an hour. And they came back and they said, "Oh, thank you for your patience." And I thought to myself, who said I was patient? Can you relate to this? Can anyone relate to this, right? Give me a double thumbs up if you can relate to this. Yes. I know, kind of like when you're on an airplane, same thing, right? They will thank you for your patience when there's an hour delay or whatever it is. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I think that there was always an opportunity for practicing, like how can you create that whatever it is here. Yeah, thank you, Carol. Synchronicity shows up when you need to pay attention. Absolutely. And I love the opportunity to practice these and to practice these, consistently and consciously. And listen, no one's perfect in any of it. Things happen. And, I was being interviewed yesterday for this on a podcast, and the host asked me, so does it mean that that you're always kind? Like, what about if you get mad at something, or how do you handle when somebody's, shall we say, improper to you, not very kind? And, here's my thing. Kindness is also strength. It's boundaries, right, LaTanya? We were talking about that yesterday, right? Having good boundaries is being kind, actually. And I think that's actually important. So that does not mean that you're a rollover, that you're a pushover, that you do anything anyone asks you. No. But I often do things no one asks me, like make my, the person who's actually mentoring me dinner several times because I know she had no time while she was visiting her husband in a rehab hospital, right? And so with that, it's not always about how people are treating you, but if they are treating you unkindly, frankly, you also need to speak up. I remember being on a cruise ship and we were in the spa area, my favorite place. And this woman was like yelling at the spa person. I don't actually know what happened. I don't actually want to know what happened. And I'm sure in her mind, she was right to yell, if you know what I'm saying, right? Something had happened. And she was really upset. So the spa woman looked at her and said, listen, I'm clear you're upset, and I understand you're upset. I'm going to ask you right now to lower your voice. This is a place of relaxation for others, and your output, something like that, is disturbing others. So here's what I'd like. I'm going to respectfully ask you to please lower your voice. We can go in the other room and talk about what you're upset about. Would that, would you be willing to do that? And the woman immediately calmed down. And I just thought that was a really great way to handle something, like, no, this isn't okay. You are interfering in someone else's experience. Yes, I understand you're upset. Let's go talk about it. Like, it was an acknowledging, right? But the woman was kind of out of control, no matter what actually happened. So I think that's that was a great experience to me around handling something in a really positive way with acknowledgement of upset, and like asking that person to just stop. Because I'm sure you've all seen, or even us, we might have been out of control at times. Like, where can you ask for someone to stop because it is disrespectful, let's call it. So, just be with that. I know, we've all had to confront those times when someone is just acting in a way that is really inappropriate. And by the way, it's very kind to say, cut it out, right? So just saying, because people will often say, well, what about that, right? How do we be kind? And I think there's ways to handle that. And sometimes, by the way, being kind is cutting people out of your life. Know what I'm saying? Really? Just like, that's it. I no longer will tolerate that. And that's kind. So those are things to think about, bigger than sometimes we talk about. But I also think that in business, kindness is key. Kindness is key. Listen, in my own business of publicity, if someone has a consulting appointment and something happens, like they're sick or, that's called flexibility. That's called compassion. And yeah, I have policies in place, and that's a key I want to tell you. Have policies in place for your work, right? That's kind in business so that people know what to expect. And be willing to be flexible, be willing to be patient, and be willing to be compassionate. And by the way, that includes for me, and for you. Like, are you kind to yourself? That at times something can't be done because to be kind to yourself means you say no, or not now, or you go take a bath, or, you go relax, or whatever it is you need to do. Be kind to yourself, because guess who else gets forgotten? We do. Yes? Okay. I don't think I'm alone in this, right? Give me a thumbs up if I'm not alone in this. Okay, great. Thank you. So what I love to do, Mary Beth, actually, yeah, let's do breakouts of, what do you think? Maybe even 2. Will that keep everybody? Breakouts of 2? Sound good?
I have a room of 3 and a room of 4 right now, but I can recreate that.
Yeah, let's do smaller, because what I'd like is, by the way, there were how many? 40 something registered for this. I always find this interesting in today's world, is that there were, how many, Mary Beth? 40 something? 40, let's
Yeah.
call it 44 registered for this. So thank you for showing up, for you, for each other, and it's always interesting, right? Who shows up? But what I find is success is in the showing up. Absolutely. So I really, I thank you for showing up. That's super. And we are going to go in breakouts to meet each other. We'll have the chat open in breakout if you'd like to connect also with each other. Happy to do that. And the question is, out of those 7 traits, which one do you need to practice right now? Like, where do you need to practice? And which one are you really good at? I think that'll be fun to share. We'll do, let's see, like 3 minutes each person. Mary Beth, let's do like 7 minutes. Is that enough, I think? Yeah? Okay, good. We'll do 7 minutes. So, you each kind of time monitor yourself. If you have 3, make sure you each have time to speak and share with each other, of course, what you do in business, please, because we are here to connect and to meet each other absolutely too. So the question again is, which of the return on kindness principle are you best at? And which one do you need more practice at? All right, you ready to go to breakout rooms? We'll see you in just a bit. 7 minutes. Although now that you're and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. And yeah, we had some people join us in the end. So hopefully, I know that might have thrown off some circles. I want to acknowledge that, but hopefully y'all got a chance to connect and talk. What I'd love is some sharing. Who'd like to share? You can share either about you or somebody else who would like to share. Raise your hand in the Hollywood Square or raise your hand in the chat. Let's see some shares from all of you. And definitely we want to do a few more breakouts for you. Let's hear some shares. What was that like? About you or about others? Barry, please.
Okay, so I met, who did I meet now? What's her name? Let's see, where is she? Carol. I met Carol, and Carol's an author of a few books. I mentioned I'm author of a few books, and I also mentioned that I know you quite well. I mentioned Grandma Sparky, who I put onto podcasts. That's a generous thing and a connecting thing. And I got Grandma Sparky onto a World Prosper Summit for 3 days with Jack Canfield. And so that's what I did in the generous area and the connection area. So now, and as on Monday, you thanked me for this, I'm offering a lot of referrals to people to say, would you like to be on Amazon Live, as you heard me say? Would you like to be referred to a podcast? Would you like to be referred somewhere else? Because I can help you. So me and Carol made a really strong connection. I think we have synchronicity, right, Carol? And so we're going to connect up together and do things together.
Beautiful. And Barry, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm sorry. I know I didn't warn you or tell you, but I know you have something as a possibility to offer to people. Would you be willing to offer it right here?
Oh, yeah. So my book, Make Quality Connections, How to Up Your Networking Game, is available on Amazon.com for free. It's a free download, and it's a very quality content book. You'll be amazed at the content I wrote in over a year. There's a lot of resources. Jill Lublin is included in the book. I got her book, Networking Magic, as a resource in the book. So I promote Jill and everybody else I meet that I have a strong connection with. So I'll put the website of the link to get the book in the chat box, and you guys can go get it for free.
Beautiful. Thank you, Barry. And the other thing was the podcast.
Yeah, so my podcast is going to launch soon. It's called The Connected Networker. I've got about 13 people lined up. Maybe Carol might be interested too on my podcast. It's going to be launching soon. So it's all about interviews with people that run networking organization and to share networking experiences. So it's going to be a companion to the book.
Yeah, and Barry, would you be willing, if they are a good fit, and this is the caveat, if they are a good fit, would you be willing to interview people who are showing up for this kindness circle today?
Oh, yes, absolutely, because this is all about networking too, right? Yes. Everything around virtual attending meetings is networking, right? Because you're not only attending the meeting, you're exchanging information. What do you do? What do I do? See if you have some commonalities. So sure, if anybody wants to be in my podcast, connect with me. I'll put the email in the chat.
Okay, so Barry's going to put the email in the chat, and Dr. Kroll, yes, thank you. And also you can private chat Barry would also be good. Okay, so that would be also my request, is that you private chat people for what for what's coming up. Who else has, thank you, Barry, who else has something to share about what that meant to you, what you got from it, what you learned, maybe about yourself, what'd you learn? Somebody want to share something about that? Who would? Come on. Okay, Ray, please. Oops, Ray, you're on mute.
Sorry. I learned not to be late.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
My days of trying to make pick out certain places to where I want to learn from. But I'm finishing writing a book the next few days that I'm going to turn in next week to a publisher.
All right.
That's my first book. Now, I know I'm from a lot different moods, different way of writing than all of you. The name of my book is What Bad We Do. Stop Compromising, End the Excuses.
Beautiful.
34 chapters of everything bad we do. Everything. And it's been a hard book to write. It's not to show you it's a hard book to write, but it's also hard because I'm also ADHD. And let me tell you, it's almost impossible to write. It's almost, but 4 years, I'm pushing through. I've had a lot of good support. I've given one keynote speech 2 years ago, and I just recently became national administrator for Black Wall Street, USA, Inmate Reentry and Recovery. Perfect book for ex-offenders. It's helps recidivism, helps reduce recidivism. So I got a lot to talk about.
Congratulations, Ray, and I'm excited for you. And great job on the book. Listen, I want to put you into another breakout. And in this one, I want you to do, let's see, what can you give? Like from a from a resource perspective of who you are, what can you give? Okay. And then what we're going to do is a group session after we come back on what you would like to receive. So be thinking about that. One thing, my friends, and we're going to do it popcorn and quick, and we're going to do it in front of the whole group because it's a smaller group today. In our community, we have 200. We're always in breakout sessions. But let me just say to you, in this, I particularly want you to be pithy and succinct. You know, who's worked with me in the area of publicity? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yes, yes. Thank you. And you know that I'm big on being concise and precise, right? And that's really important, really important. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift you into breakouts. You're going to have, Mary Beth, let's do 7 minutes. Okay, thank you. And so what do we have, Mary Beth, in each one? About 3?
There's 3 per room.
Beautiful. So could you please do less than 2 minutes apiece? And you're going to say, what can you offer? Mary Beth, let's make it more what you can offer versus what do you need. We're going to do what do you need in front of the group. So the question is, what can you offer? This is about what you can give. Mary Beth, keep the chats open in the wonderful chat rooms. Person with the longest hair, do me a favor. You're going to be the timer. And put it on 1 minute, 50 seconds, please. 1 minute, 50 seconds. Person with the shortest hair, you're going first. How about them apples? Okay. All right, my friends. Longest hair timer, shortest hair first. 1 minute and 50 seconds each. 7 minutes total. We'll see you back. Have fun. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Somebody want to share how that was for you? What'd you learn about you or someone else? Who'd like to share? What did you learn? Please, Carol.
So I was in a breakout room with Kara and Andrea, and it was just beautiful because there was no self-promotion or anything. It was just, let's learn about each other and what can we give, what can we offer? And it was really lovely connection with these 2 women who are all about really generosity of spirit and kindness. It just flows through their purpose and the alignment that they have. And there was definitely some common areas of joy and vitality and health. So it was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a perfect triad. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful. Andrea, please.
Yeah, speaking of joy, so I'm known as the Joyful Chef. Carol is writing a book called The Joy Code, and Kara has a company called the Spark Joy Box.
Well, isn't that interesting?
That.
Isn't it?
I love that synchronicity that you all ended up in the same place. How perfect is that, right? How perfect is that?
Definitely.
That's beautiful. And I'm glad that you got this opportunity to connect from different circles and different places. And this, my friends, if I might, tell you, is what the kindness community is about. And let me just take a moment and tell you about the Year of Kindness, because I want to invite you to join. If you think this is good, and I'm sure, has this been good for you? Yes? Thank you. Beautiful. So what we do is in the Year of Kindness, we actually come together every month, just like this, on Zoom. And we have close to 200 people now who are from all over the world and all over circles you've probably never come in contact with, that come together and create circles of kindness. And we, during that time, have an amazing thought leader, like somebody you've probably heard of, like upcoming in July. I'm so excited, is Bob Berg. Our next one is July 21st. They all happen the 3rd Wednesday of every month at 10 a.m. Pacific. And and 1 hour, for 1 hour. If you can't come, or whatever precludes you, you always get the recording. But I will tell you, we have amazing thought leaders. Bob Berg authored The Go-Giver. Who's heard of Bob Berg? He's really awesome. If you haven't heard of him, you definitely want to check him out. And we are honored to have him. The man usually gets, $15,000 to speak, and he's speaking to our community. And we always have an amazing person like that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes actually, who delivers beautiful focus on kindness. We've had John Asseroff. We're having a woman who did the pandemic of love. We had a Harlem Globetrotter. So we're just having beautiful people all year long. So what happens is you get basically into this membership. There's also a skill set Google document so you can see who everybody is in the community and what they do. And of course, our intention is for you to grow your business. Our intention is for you to give and receive in circles every single month kindness, which grows your business. So it is absolutely business related and focused on growing your business. And we always do at least 2 breakouts so that people can meet each other. And then additionally, like I said, you've got that wonderful skill set. And then, of course, being a PR person, I gave them everybody a challenge to get into People magazine for the November kindness issue. And that's really fun. So we've got people in a kindness challenge. And it's your opportunity to be a kindness keeper wherever you are. So here's the thing. It is $97 for the entire year. And I'm also doing a kindness summit in November. It's like a 3-hour in virtual. I think of in-person virtual now. It's a virtual summit where we will also be in community with kindness, and that ticket alone is being sold for $97. So let me just tell you, I'm including the summit for you. You're getting the whole year of kindness. And then on top of that, I'm going to give you my book, The Profit of Kindness. So this is my book in India because it's now been published in India. So excited about that. And I'll show you, this is the book cover in Russian. It's coming out in Russian. So we are spreading kindness throughout the world. And very excited to give you a copy of the English version of The Profit of Kindness. So all that's included. It's only $97. This is my launch price, I'll just tell you. It's incredibly affordable, and I invite you to join us. How you join is you register at jilllublin.com/year of kindness, and it's in the chat. So just click that link, come join us, and all those bonuses are yours, and would love for you to be part of it. Okay, so that's my invitation to you. The other thing I want to also invite you to, because at least half of you have not been to my publicity course, and the truth is you got to get your name out there, and you got to create visibility, and kindness and publicity go well together, because if you're kind, you get more visibility, period. So I have a live interactive publicity course. Raise your hand if you've actually been in it. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. And thank you. And I love you being in it. If you haven't been in it, here's a great opportunity to take that leap, get your publicity done without spending a fortune, right? And it's live, it's interactive. We get it done all day, and you actually leave with 3 documents done. Mm-hmm. So it's super great. We're offering it at an incredibly, I'm calling it the recovery price of only $197. This course was over $1,000. So we'll put that in the chat too. It's publicitycrashcourse.com. And you use the code Stay Visible for our recovery pricing of $197. And maybe one of you will put in the chat something about the course and how you loved it. Mary Beth, we will open up the chat back, and if one of you want to put a nice testimonial in, we appreciate that. Is anybody actually in my year of kindness yet? As I'm looking around, is anybody in the year of kindness? Latanya, yay! All right, and I'm excited. Thank you, Latanya, and in advance, thank all of you who are joining in. You're going to love it. It's a very precious group of community of people who are committed to kindness. And I'm going to tell you, business is happening from there. You 3 saw the commonalities of your joy, right? And I think the power of that is what happens in the kindness community. And the multiplication of that in business and in referrals is what the power of that kindness community is. So go ahead and click that. Come join us. We're giving you all the super bonuses today, as long as you join today, is what I'd ask you to do. Okay? And so that's that. And excited to have you. Oh, thank you, Kara. I appreciate that. And what I'd love to do now, let me just calculate the time for a minute. Okay, good. We can do that. I think, like I said, listen, we just checked the numbers. Do you know, funny enough, we had 46 people registered for this. I just think that's interesting. So you, lucky ones, are showing up, and we're going to bless you with the opportunity to actually ask in the room. We're going to keep the whole room open. Usually we would go into breakout rooms in this point in our kindness community, but we are going to do it all as a group right now. And so here's the thing, we're going to have 30 seconds a person, okay? So Mary Beth, I'm going to ask you to time, and when the time is up, just say time. All right, and Mary Beth, do you? Yes, you have. Okay, you got all that. Never mind. So we're going to start. I'm just going to call you off. You're going to have 30 seconds. You're going to say, "Hi, I'm so and so. This is my business. What I would like to receive next is boom, one thing. Okay, one thing. Is everybody ready? Give me a double thumbs up if you're ready. Latanya, are you ready? She's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm sort of ready. I'm mostly ready. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, and I'm going to ask you, please don't put in the chat anything. We are focused on each other. Please be present with each other. Here's my request. You can private chat the people if you've got something that you would like to give them or offer. How about that? Can we agree to that? So Mary Beth, you can keep the chat on so they can private chat each other is great. And that's what I'm going to ask you to do is private chat each other. Cool. Okay, beautiful. Is there anybody who's like wanting to go first? Yes, I want to go first. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? All right, Andrea, you're first and you got 30 seconds. Go.
Great. Hello, everyone. So the one thing that I would really love is any feedback you have on the name for my 6-week program, The Name and Promise. Do you mind if I just throw it in the chat during my 30 seconds?
Go ahead. Yeah, do that. But then again,
and then reply privately.
Private chatter.
Okay. So it's Entrepreneurs Lifestyle Freedom. Establish healthier eating habits so you can feel better and get more done.
Okay.
So I would love to know if that resonates for you, if it's clear, if you think it's good, if you have any other suggestions, I would really appreciate it.
Oh, okay, beautiful. Mary Beth, how's your timing?
Right on time.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, beautiful. Good job. Okay, let's have Caroline go next.
Hi everybody, I'm Kara Lane. I have a subscription box company and a gift box company. It's called the Spark Joy Box. And it's a quarterly subscription box and it's meant to spread love and spark joy. My request is just referrals. I want to extend my reach. I want to spread love and joy to as many people as I can. And if you know of anybody that could use a little bit of joy delivered, please let me know. Thank you.
I love that, Caroline. I think it's a super great idea. Fun.
Perfect timing.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, let's go with Carol Benson.
So I have an upcoming book called The Joy Code, 5 Ways to Elevate Your Life with Brain Science. And my request is podcast and speaking engagements. So if you can refer me to anyone in small groups, however I can serve them, that's my request. Thank you.
Okay, Mary Beth, can you please get her in chat the info for Friday's event? Would be actually perfect for Carol. Hopefully you got time on Friday, Carol. You're going to want to make time. It actually came to you in our alumni email too, just FYI, for Grand Connections it's called. But Mary Beth, if you can get that to her, that's super. That'll be helpful. Latanya, let's have you next.
Hi, I'm Latanya. I am the founder of Recovering Your Soul. I'm a health coach, life coach. I focus on survivors of sexual trauma. And something I need is more connections, networking.
More connections. Okay, and Latanya, are you coming on Friday?
Yes, I am.
Good. You're going to love it. Okay, that'll be good. It's called the Grand Connection, my friends. If you're interested, we'll put it in the chat. Just give us a yes and we'll put it in the chat. You're all welcome and invited. Beautiful. Okay. Dr. S. Kroll, what is your first name, by the way? Please let us know when you come on camera.
That would be Stephanie. So what I would love are any podcasts, TV, anything like that. My book came out a couple of months ago, which is a book that reverses disease and pain in dogs and cats around the world. My dog was just about ready to die, long story short, and I found a way to fix that. And I use I'm in functional medicine as well. And so I use that kind of purview to explain all the questions people want to know. So you're not taking your dog or cat to the vet needlessly. You know, do I really need the vaccinations? Do I really need all these drugs? Should I be, vaccinating my dog? What's really in commercialized dog food? And so this little chef thing back here, I eventually want to do a little cooking show to show people, cooking for your pets does not take much time. It's actually quicker. And half the time, about 5 days a week, we eat the same thing. So anything like that. And anybody looking to publish a book, I'd love to tell you how to keep 100% of your profits and 100% of your rights.
Time.
I had a terrible publishing problem. Terrible.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. That is great. And by the way, Stephanie, and this is for anybody, if you've been in my course, my kindness gift to you, come back as my guest. As my guest. So if you've got a new book, you've got a new project, you're a new launch, come back and chat Mary Beth and let her know. And we've got some coming right up. Okay. I'm going to recommend that to you, particularly, Stephanie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. July 29th, mark it off.
Okay.
And this Friday, for those of you looking for podcasters and all that good stuff, they're particularly focused this Friday on that theme, just FYI. And this is a super cool networking group for that. Also, Mary Beth, let's give her, because I hear a lot of requests, Matchmaker FM. Would you post that in the chat? Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Carol? Those of you who have been in my publicity course, I know I've said it. I'm going to remind you again. If you haven't signed up for Matchmaker, sign up for it. It's great. You'll get some great resources. Excellent. Ray, you're next. 30 seconds. What would you like?
Well, I'm just coming out with my book, so I don't have a lot there. My website, oursoulsdirection.com is the name of that website. Everything about me, what I've been doing, writing, and where I'm going with this is on there. That's, I'm just beginning, just getting my feet wet in all this. So anybody that's looking for people to talk, I can talk about a whole myriad of things. So it's coming. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. And thank you.
I'll be there
And
Friday.
you'll be there Friday. Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
And happy to have you. That's super. Excellent. Thank you, Ray. Barry, how about you? And then we'll end with Lexi.
Okay, I'm looking for people to share my book link so others may benefit by reading the free book, Make Quality Connections to Up Your Networking Game, and offering a review to support my book launch.
Beautiful. Well, I know I've done that for you.
Yes, thank you very much, Jill.
Absolutely. Happy to do that. And then I know you've already got the link in the chat. So the request I hear is please share it. Please share it out. So super. That's easy. Okay. And thank you, Barry. Lexi, how about you? And I don't know, Lexi, if you can come on camera, but please do it if you can.
Currently, because my hard drive crashed on Monday, we have been working to reinstall all the operating system. And so I'm just happy I can at least communicate with you all and
Beautiful.
Participate. And I apologize for you not being able to see me right now.
No
So
worries. I get it.
Okay, so first of all, I am not here to promote my business. And I am here to say what's most important to me right now is some peace, some sort of recharge or reboot myself to manage my small business. I am an entrepreneur as well. And what we do, as I was telling Barry, is we manage credentials for architects, engineers, and landscape architects. And so I think good wishes maybe is most important. We have several marketing projects in process. And so I think good thoughts, good wishes is what I'm asking for today.
Okay, well, that's easy enough. Good thoughts and good wishes. We love that. Absolutely happy to offer them on behalf of all of us. Yes? Can we send her good thoughts, good wishes? Come on, send them her way. Woo, woo, woo. Yes,
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, we did it. We did it. This is beautiful. And again, I'm going to invite you to our Year of Kindness. We've got it right in the chat right there to register. Please come on in. Our launch investment is only $97 for the entire year and the summit and amazing thought leaders. And it includes my book, The Profit of Kindness. So all of that will be yours, and well as the opportunity every month to consciously practice acts of kindness and give and receive to each other. Isn't this fun? Do you feel it just in this group? Yes? Yes.
Yes.
So we multiply it in our community. And for those that haven't taken the publicity course, please come on in. Let's get your message out there because your message matters. And for those of you who have taken it, my opportunity for you is, and my kindness to you today is come back and be my guest. So make sure you're chatting over to Mary Beth immediately if you want to do that, and we'll get you in to the right month that works for you. We've got one coming right up, July 29th. All right, so super on that. I'm looking for my lovely quote from Gandhi, which of course I can't find in this very moment, but oh well. Let me just share with you that the power of us coming together in these kinds of circles is what multiplies, what magnifies, what monetizes your business, right? And I thank you for coming today, for sharing time and space with us. Again, this candle is for all of you. May you go out into the world and keep being kind and spread that kindness with your light and light other people's candles. Thank you for being here, everyone. We'll see you around.